Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Friday. Another analysis here at the Financial Hub office. I haven't done an analysis for quite some time, but here I am. We've been quite busy here in the office with a few things, but here I am. At the end of the day, we try and give you as much content as we can, and here I am with the content for today. So today I'll just do a wrap up of the week, what has happened during the week. Normally, I'm always doing analysis starting the week or midweek, showing you what I'm expecting to see in the week. Today I'll just do a recap of what has happened. A lot has happened. First of all, being daylight saving time shift. So we'll cover that. This week has been a hotbed of interest rates being released from the Reserve Bank of Australia, Feds, United States, the Bank of England, and later on today we have NFP. By the time you're watching this video, you'll have already have seen the NFP news, which will have affect the markets in one way or another. Okay. Apart from that, trading has been fine. I've not had many much trades really running. I've just had one trade so far, which I took last week. So it's been running for the past 1 week. Still have it running, and I'll still continue to hold it into the month. Okay. So if you allow me to share my screen to show you what I have, or rather for us just to do a recap. Okay, I'm yet to do a recap of how my October month was, how much profit I made, how much profit I lost, not profit I lost, how much money I lost. So I'm yet to do an analysis on that, show you each and every trade that I took, so that you can know where or how I'm doing in the funds, in my Forex fund challenge, and how the trades are going so far. So if I share my screen, there we go. So first I'll start with the news, fundamentally what has happened this week. So far we had daylight saving time shift. This is very important because most traders don't know. Usually when we're looking at markets, when I started out in my early days, I used to struggle a lot with this. Whenever we used to come into October, November, the time zones used to change. Okay, so for now, for example, euros during the start of the week, Europe, Switzerland, pound, Britain, the whole of that side, they moved their time 1 hour ahead. So that means the London Open is no longer at 10 a.m. but at 11 a.m. Okay, so it's very important to know that the London Open is no longer at 10 a.m. but 11 a.m. Now if you come and look at that, the US Open is still at 4:30 Kenyan time. So I'm talking about Kenyan time. Okay, but if you look at next week's calendar, you can see we have Canada and US daylight saving time shift. Okay, meaning they're going to move it an hour ahead. Okay, so instead of 4:30, it's going to be at 5:30. Okay, this is because of the daylight. Okay, daylight now is more than the night, so we don't experience that here in Kenya and Africa as a whole. We don't experience it that much, but guys towards the west, Europe towards the north, such people experience different time zones or different time of day during different times of the year. Okay, so important to notice that. So from next week Monday, London Open will be at 11 and New York Open will be at 5:30. Okay, so today is the last day you'll be seeing New York Open at 5:30 for this year. Up to next year, it normally runs from this month to about March next year is when we'll change again. So if you go back, let's look at the news. This week was a hotbed of interest rates. We started with the Canadian dollar. You can see here, Canada released their interest rates, which we had about. They increased their interest rates by 25 basis points. Okay, so not so much compared to the others. They stopped being aggressive as they were before. Okay. Later on, we came and had interest rates from United States over here. So you can see the Federal Reserve, they increased it from 3.25 to 4.00, which is a 75 basis points, which is a big change. Okay, but if you stayed along to hear what the Fed had to say, or Jerome Powell, he talked about later on they're looking to start slowing down on increasing the interest rates, so this can start bringing making the dollar to start becoming weaker. But so far, as much as they increased, I was dollar long, and I had a trade that was running that trend quite profitably towards the higher side with respect to the dollar long, which will break down very short in a short amount of time. The next we had pound, they increased the interest rates from 2.25 to 3, also increasing the interest rates by 75 basis points, which is also a big increment. Actually, I was watching news, they were saying it's the biggest increment they've done in the past 30 years. They've never done such a quick move within a very short amount of time. Okay, so very important to see that. Later on today, I'll be looking to see NFP and what will come out. But I don't think NFP will affect markets that much. What most investors have been watching is the interest rates and the dot-com plot. Okay, not the dot-com plot, but the dot plot. Sorry about that. So we go to my analysis and look at a few trades. What have I been watching? I've been having a USD card trade running for the past 2 weeks. Okay, still having it running, not past 2 weeks but past 1 week. I'm still watching it to see it running. Market had gone almost 75, not really 50% towards my target, or 60%. Market has had a really strong pullback earlier on today. Still having this trade running. I'm very patient with my trades, so I'm still expecting it to continue rallying to the upside. So I won't change on that. I still anticipate markets to go to a new high. However, this was a significant level I was watching to see market reject, okay, because it had been a major resistance level ever since September. So for the past 2 months, market has been rejecting that level. We sort of came close to that level, then market started dropping. But I'm still dollar long, so that means I'm still waiting for these markets to go to new highs to the upside. Okay, so that's one of the trades I have running. If you look at the daily chart, we had very strong closes. Market getting a support here, expecting it to move further up. If I go to the dollar index also had a very good flag pattern over here, anticipating further moves to the upside. So I'm still dollar long on this one. Unless facts change, I'm still anticipating this market to go further up. If you look at the 4-hour chart, had a very good entry over here, which was in line with the USD card, and I anticipated this market to continue moving further up, at least back to the 115 level dollar mark. So I won't be surprised if you get a pullback back to this highlighted level. Okay, can be a very good pullback just to get support at this level before we get any movement to the upper side. Okay, so that's what I'm watching. Aussie dollar market had a very strong drop with respect to the direction of the trend. I'm looking to see if market can correct to this level, get some support, resistance at this level before we move further down. Also this one, I'm very much dollar long, Aussie dollar short. Okay, looking to see if market can continue moving, creating new lows to the downside. So these are just recaps I'm doing in the market, nothing much, nothing complicated. So I want to see if market can retest this level before we drop further down to the downside. So that's what I'll be watching on this one. Gold, I haven't had any trade analysis on this one for a long time, but what I'm watching is this support level. You can see this support level over here. Market ever since September, we got a support there, then we got support again in October, then this month of November we've gotten another support. So for the past 3 months, this level, which is the 1620, around the 1620 mark, market has acted as a major support. I expect it to be broken if market is to continue moving in the direction of the trend. Looking at the daily chart, you can see that massive rejection, multiple rejection. If market is to continue to the downside, I'll expect this level one way or another to be broken and the market to fall all the way below the $1,600 mark in the short term. Okay, so that's what I'll be watching on this one. I'll do a better analysis next week showing you the patterns I'm watching, but so far I'm just watching key levels and market momentum as it's breaking above and below these levels. And last but not least, I'm looking at the US 30, which is the Dow Jones. Okay, market has been in a downtrend. We had a very strong pullback, sort of a V-shaped correction. Market went all the way back to the 32,500, which, if you know, is a major level that we've been watching, major key level. And if I go to the 4-hour chart, market sort of broke above it and quickly broke back below it, and market hasn't since gone up above it. So I can easily anticipate market going back to respect this line. Okay, sort of what we got over here. If market can pull back, I'll be looking to get some support, resistance there before I move to the downside. If you look at the trend line, market broke this first touch, second touch, third touch, broke it to the downside. So this can also be a breakout retest before market drops further down. Okay, so that's basically what I'm watching on my major pairs. Other pairs like Euro, there's a beautiful flag formation that formed here. Especially on the daily chart, you can see it much more clearly with respect to the direction of the trend. If you know, I'm a major trend follower, So I'm always trading in the direction of the trend. This was another turning point which market can catapult to the downside, forming a new low or coming to retest the previous low that market had formed, okay, before we get any major movement either up or to the downside. And last but not least, the pound pair. As much as we got interest rates increase yesterday, market still ended up dropping against the dollar. Yesterday we had this strong bearish move to the downside. So nothing much. The direction is your friend, regardless of the factors that come out. We keep saying this and they say it a lot. In a bull market, bear factors are often ignored, and in a bear market, bull factors are often ignored. So I'm still watching this market, seeing what will happen. For those who know, for those who do not know, euro and pound, I don't trade it. I mainly trade the USD card pair, the Aussie dollar pair, the gold pair, and the US 30 pair. Okay, so that's basically it. Okay, for today, allow me to end it there. I don't have anything much to say. Just a recap of what is happening in the market. Most of these pairs and most of these trades I've been sharing with my private students on the private group. I remember when we were talking about the interest rates on Wednesday for the Feds, when we were talking about it before it came out, had very good positions, were USD card long, and market went according to plan. So allow me to end it there for today. I'll see you guys next week. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Our podcast will also be dropping soon, and I hope you're looking forward to that. So as you enter the weekend, remember, always stay woke, stay financially literate. And from the cameraman Dagi, he says, stay financially stable. Peace. Thank you very much for watching Financial Hub's content on YouTube. For more Forex analysis, financial education, podcasts, and exclusive content, be sure to subscribe.